What's up, everybody? So I'm going to be going over some benefits of owning life insurance. Whole life is essentially to give your family a guaranteed inheritance. Could be used for other things, but it could be used, and I'll get into that, the other things that it could be used for. Term life is usually used to ensure that a debt gets paid. It could be a mortgage, for example. Actually, a lot of people like to use term insurance to insure their mortgage. It's better than using a bank because, one, the money doesn't go straight to the mortgager. It goes to your family first. That money could be used to pay that mortgage gradually as opposed to right away. If the person qualifies, they could use an annuity to pay the mortgage gradually with interest in a way that there's still a good amount of money left over from that life insurance policy. That's an example of a use for term life, and that's my personal strategy. And whole life, guaranteed inheritance, could also be used as a vehicle for saving money and having it grow exponentially for, let's say, a child's future. Now, how does that happen? There's another component of a whole life insurance policy called cash value. I used to think that life insurance was just something that had a break even for the company a little bit before your life expectancy. But it's actually a lot different than that. Most life insurance companies, at least a good one, will give you more than what you give them. A good life insurance company makes their money the way a bank does. They'll buy stocks, trade stocks, just grow that money within themselves, and by being part of what I call an economic mycelium. Mycelium is the term for a network of roots underneath a forest with which those trees will supply nutrients to a tree that had been injured, let's say by a lightning strike. Those trees in that forest will supply nutrients to that tree. And that's kind of what insurance is. It's economic mycelium. And when you decide, particularly with a whole life insurance policy, to be part of that mycelium, not only will your family be provided for in the case something unfortunate happens to you, you will benefit. You will receive a living benefit, and that's that cash value. And some people make more use of the cash value than inheritance to your kids, to your grandkids. The premium's never going to go up. You could be spending $100 a month. Spending $100 a month, let's say you're 30-something right now, you're going to be paying $100 a month when you're 80-something. How much is $100 going to be when you're 80-something? It's probably going to feel like it's not going to make your wallet much lighter. You know what I mean? It's not going to be that much money then. But the premium's never going up, which is amazing. I've been discussing the guaranteed cash value growth. In addition to that guaranteed growth, you'll have dividends. I did one plan where the person puts $15,000 into a whole life plan throughout 5 years for a child. By the time the kid is 18, there's $20,000 in the account. So that's a good deal. But because of the dividends, it's probably going to be more like $26,000. So let's say you owe $2 on your sales tax, which would be part of your premium. That money is not going to be taken out right away. That money is going to be accounted for as part of the growth factor, as part of the math that generates that financial growth in the policy over time. And that is something called tax deferment. Another advantage is that it's protected from creditors. You might, like I said in the example of a mortgage protection, if you take out a traditional mortgage protection through a bank and something happens to you, guess what? All that money's going to the bank. Your family can't use that money for anything else. Your family's going to have to bury you in the backyard, no casket, trying to save you money and save your family the trouble. Also, there is an option to take a policy loan from the cash value as opposed to a policy surrender. And what that is, it's a tax-free. You don't even have to pay the deferred taxes on it if you access it through a policy loan. Is it really a loan? No, because it's your money. But, well, let's just say the title loan means that you don't have to pay taxes. Another advantage is if you decide to keep your whole life insurance policy as an inheritance, which a lot of people do, it is an income tax-free benefit.